Hello, hello, hi, hi, hi. How are you? How are you? Hi. You know, I can create a song with this, right? Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Anyway, I'm in the mood for that, y'all, today. But I'm still practicing, though. I'm still practicing in the shower. I'll be right back with that. But today, I want to talk. We are going to talk. Okay, not we, I. I'm going to talk and you are going to listen. You're going to listen. Because depression, stress, headache, it's not good. Darling, it's not good at all for you, specifically for you. Well, yes, I am going to talk about stay in a toxic environment or staying with a toxic person. It's not good. First and foremost, I want to ask you a question. Do you know how God views you? Do you know how God loves you? Do you know how God is viewing you as his daughter or as his son? Specifically, I was talking to women, but even men, they go through this. But in me, this video, I made it for women. But you're all welcome. You're all welcome, men and women, yes. So yes, I wanted to ask you about how you know. Do you know that how God is viewing you? Is it the same of how you are viewing yourself? Like, I mean, are you in the same alignment, in the straight line with how God is viewing you and how you are viewing yourself? When you are staying in a toxic place or with a toxic partner, y'all, let me just make example, especially with a toxic partner, because in most cases, our depression and our heartache, what, is staying with a toxic partner mostly, most of the time. So staying with a toxic partner, I know fear. That person is providing for you and your children and your family, however situation may be. So that person is providing for you financially. So when you're alone, you're thinking, how am I going to get out of the situation when I'm not working? I don't have finances to support my children and myself. How am I going to survive when I leave this person? And you're asking yourself that question. That person that is providing for you financially, do you know who made him to provide for you? You should ask yourself that question. Don't ask yourself, how are you going to survive when you're leaving that person? Because God is the one who made that person to provide for you. God is the one who put that person in that position to provide for you. Because, we allow such things to happen to us. And God is allowing because he gave us a free will. So when you are staying in a toxic environment or toxic place, obviously, God is going to make that person to provide for you. So the question you have to ask yourself is, but God is the one who's making this person provide for me. So why my trust? Why my hope and faith and everything and happiness and all that and financial provide is going to, I put everything into that person, not in God. It's like you're not trusting God, especially when you're staying with that person, because that person was put by God in your life to provide for you. Which means you have to trust God. You have to put your faith in God. You have to be questioning God, not question yourself or question the situation. You have to question God that, Father, I'm with this person or I'm in this toxic work environment. How am I going to survive if I leave this place? Then God will speak to you. You understand? But if you are in fear, if you are thinking or if you're telling yourself that you're not going to survive without this person because this person is providing for you. Let me say he put the roof under your head and you and your children, and he's providing for you and your family back home, whatever the situation. You are going to stay in that toxic place or with that toxic partner because of your fear. Because of your fearing when you shift, when you move, how the situation is going to benefit you. Now, this is where I want to talk to you about. from the start how God is viewing you. You are his princess, darling. You are his princess. Whatever you slap your finger in is going to come right about time. It may take time. It may not take time. That is according to God. And he's our Father, y'all. We have to respect his time. So when you are staying in a toxic place or toxic with a toxic partner, you cannot manifest anything that you want. You cannot. When you are in that environment that is toxic, when you're crying to Father that please change him, or however you're praying, you're not even praying to shift in order for God to come in, to step in as a father, to provide whatever that you want, for universe to give you your wishes to be granted. Whatever you're praying for, that can you please give me a job? Can you please give me this? Can you please give me that? Is by you choosing yourself. Is by you being in alignment with how God is viewing you. Is by you loving yourself. Is by you choosing yourself, especially in that toxic place or choosing yourself over a toxic place or toxic person is going to benefit you, especially with the things that you are manifesting. I don't know how to explain this, especially with the fear. Mostly women, we fear leaving the toxic place or toxic person because of that person is providing shelter, he's providing food, he's everything. So we are in fear. We are in a fear position, especially with a person that is providing. When I'm asking you how do you know how God is viewing you? It's because of him himself. He doesn't want you to be in that position with an abusive partner, in a toxic work environment, in a toxic business environment, with a toxic business partner or toxic husband, toxic fiance, toxic boyfriend, toxic friend, however you see fit. You may be sharing a room with a friend and that person is very toxic. She or he is abusing you emotionally, physically, mentally, financially. You have to choose yourself. You have to pack your bags, honey. Pack your bags right now. Shift. You can go back home. If you don't have a home, go to a shelter. Things won't stay the same after you shift. You will have a conversation with the Father. You will inform him. Don't ask yourself questions of how this environment is going to change. How is this situation, Father, it's going to change, or blah, 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 blah. Don't ask him that. Tell him, inform him that, Father, I'm tired to live in this position. I'm tired to live with this person. I'm tired to stay in this work environment. Please step in as my Father. I am moving away. I'm choosing myself because I've allowed myself and I know how you view me as I'm your daughter or as I'm your son. Trust me. When you start to manifest, when you are in your high vibration self, when you are in your higher self, because let me tell you something, that toxic place or toxic person is covering you, is covering your higher self. You won't even know who you are. Maybe you are anointed. Maybe you are meant to change people's lives. Maybe you are meant to be an artist. Maybe you are meant to be a CEO. However the situation may be, or however your position is in this world, especially stepping into your divine purpose. So you have to be in alignment with how the heavens are viewing you. Excuse me, y'all, sorry. So yes, when you are in alignment with how the heavens are viewing you, you can manifest whatever that you want. You can manifest, your wishes can be granted, your prayers can be answered, and you, my darling, can receive anything that you want in this world. Trust me, I know. Because I believe that it's because of fear. So I'm trying to talk to you about that fear, that remove that fear and know how God is viewing you. You must know that you're a princess of Father. You must know that you're a son, prince of our Father. You have to step out of that toxic environment in order for you to attract whatever that you want. And that is law of attraction. You have to be in alignment with how the heavens are viewing you, darling, in order for you to get whatever that you deserve, to get whatever that you desire. Don't put that person or that toxic person or that toxic environment in front of your how you view yourself, because of it's going to delay the process, especially into step into your divine purpose. It's going to delay you working the job that you deserve. It's going to delay you providing for your children and stuff like that. You understand? Sorry, excuse me. So yes, that is what I wanted to talk to you about. Go now. Talk to your Father, talk to God, and leave the toxic place, leave the toxic partner, leave the toxic, however you want to mention it. Leave that place, and you shall manifest anything that you want in this world. Y'all, I love you, and God loves you, and God bless you, and God be with you. May you be healed. I know we are going through a lot in this place, in this world, in this earth, in this planet. So yes, may you be healed. May God heal you. May God visit you, and may God heal you, honey. Darling, you deserve it all. And this world can provide. And it's yours. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you later.